So we've talked a little bit, and I heard in the audios that I listened to about receiving signals, and how the blanks that you were able to fill in are the signals that you're kind of already open to receiving. And you made the point that it's not that you don't receive the other ones, it's just that they're not quite as on your radar. So
they're not conscious yet.
Right. How are we able to, or is it possible to act on those signals without being conscious of them?
Absolutely.
And how do we do that? Or can you give an example?
Well, it's going to look different for every individual. So
Okay.
it's going to be difficult to answer, but I'm prepared to give it a try.
Sure.
Have you ever had an instance where you just knew how to do something? You didn't know that you knew, but you did it?
Yeah, where it's just intuitive to work with something.
Right.
Sure.
Okay. That's what we're talking about here.
Oh.
Okay? There's so much about the personal and professional growth industry that is about making steps really clear. Do this, then do this, then do this, then, A plus B plus C plus D equals Z.
Right.
Or Z, depending upon if you come from the United States.
I watch hockey, I'm all good. I'm perfectly okay with Z.
Yeah, I'm already getting nailed on that, being a Canadian on U.S. soil. And yes, we do that, but our subconscious, or the stuff that goes on behind the scenes in our mind, is much, much faster than what goes on consciously. So, at risk of sounding a little profane, what you are conscious of is the last thing to come over the fence.
That makes sense.
Energetically, subconsciously, intuitively, whatever language you want to put on it, instinctually, you're there before your consciousness tells you you're there. We don't realize that's how we live our lives. Particularly in Western society, a lot of the way that we're taught is that our consciousness goes there first and the rest of us follows.
Right.
This is a little bit more of an Eastern philosophy, if you want to put that kind of a label on it. But
Okay.
It's that there is a something else. There is an intangibleness about us that we're limited to express. We're limited to express it in our language. We're limited to express it in the physicality of what we know to be reality. And our perception is it starts with us.
Right.
We are the masters of our destiny.
Right.
And I'm not saying we're not. We are. It's an and also, though. It's not an either or. It's not one or the other. And a lot of what Six Acts of Receiving is about taking that consciousness, that step by step, taking action. This is what I want to do to achieve or manifest or create or have in my life X. And that being in the flow place, that purpose place, that intuitive place, that spiritual place, and I'm using that term, that language loosely because I don't want to offend anybody by, starting to move into a realm that some people might consider religious. But that more ethereal, abstract, not as concrete as what we perceive to be concrete. And how do we bring those together in such a way that we can play in the sandbox with grace, with ease, with a sense of fun, with a sense of curiosity and adventure, and receive the things that we don't know are around the corner yet. We don't know what's around the corner until we walk around the corner.
Right.